All right, guys, we are back. It's about freaking time. I can guarantee that. Took too much time off. Now we're working on the panel truck. So we got a lot of stuff in the yard right now. We got a lot of stuff going on. Cars going out to France. This one just came back from getting the top put on it. We got another one over there. That 36 coupe is going to Houston pretty soon. I picked up a couple more on the old Pawpaw truck. And another 80 Chevrolet and a 59 GMC, and then I still got the Cabriolet here. But today we're working on the panel truck here. So I've already started without you guys. You guys are a little late, so I went ahead and pulled the windshield out. And what we're going to do is we're going to fog in this cowl and upper header up here and get it all into black, because we've got the fenders all done now, which makes it look really good to me. I mean, it was amazing what the difference was in the primered fenders that were on it and the black fenders now. And you know, we put a different grill on it, which we painted and made match. And this is just, that's just that black paint is that, what is it, the Duplicolor engine enamel. That's all it is. It was satin or semi-gloss, and I just knocked it down with the Scotch-Brite. And you can see right here where we patched in, we did a little test sample here on the cowl, and I fogged the edge of the door in because it had primer on it, and it actually doesn't look bad at all. So I think what I'm going to do, I went ahead and pulled my little side deals out from the Kennedy brothers. I recently got the A-pillars chromed, you can see those, and the door panels chromed inside. You can see those. But I want to get it all in one color. We got a early V8 club tire kick tomorrow, and I'd really like to get the club's never seen the panel truck, so I'd like to get it all in one color. And so I went ahead and you can see I got all that stuff, took a spare tire off. So I'm gonna fog that whole cowl in, and the top of that's got a little bit of surface rust where somebody sanded it, but it won't be too bad. I got to pull this hinge right here off, and the hinge is looking kind of rusty, so I think I'll clean it up and probably paint it before I put it back on. But we're gonna try to get that fogged in today, so let's get going. All right, got the hinge off. It's a little rusty under there. We'll knock that down and hit it. Scotch-Brite, chrome's off. We need to tape up the top of the dash and probably that mirror, cover that up, because we're just gonna, it'll be pretty easy. We're just gonna do some skeet, you know, on it. We're just gonna do some spraying. So we'll knock all this stuff down with a Scotch-Brite, and should be good to go. Get in there. Yeah, we can get in there pretty good. Yeah. We'll hit the edges of these doors too, make sure that they are all blended in. The only thing left is a spare tire cover there. Spare tire mount. Knock that out real quick. All right, we got all the stuff off. We're ready to scuff it and get it ready. You can see it's got a little bit of surface rust in there. I guess somebody, they sanded it at one time and then shot that. You can see it really bad right in there where they kind of sanded it with something. DA probably. But we got to knock all that rust down and clean that all up, and then we'll get it, we'll start hitting it a little bit. I'm going to tape some areas off. I got to tape off the windlace there for the hood. Get that. I'll tape off the deal. We're probably going to leave that like it is. Maybe touch it up a little bit. I may just go ahead and pull it off at another time and slick it up really good. But we got to get all this blue paint. I don't know where the blue paint came from, but it's in some of the interior. You can see it right here on the edge of that door. It's on the inside of that door. Somebody painted blue in there for some reason. So let's get it taped off and we'll start scuffing it. All right, I'm no painter, but I'm just gonna scuff this sucker up. I'm using a gray Scotch-Brite, a small one. So I'm just going to go over all the little areas here down inside this vent. And then, like I said, I'm no painter. So don't get all bent out of shape on what I do or what I don't do. We're just going to, for the most part, this thing is a driver. And I like that about it, because I can get in it and I can get rained on. It's no big deal. I get dirt going up down the highway or around town, and I don't worry about it. And that paint, that Duplicolor paint works really well. I'm really happy with it. Anyway, we'll get this finished sanding this, and then we'll blow it off and start taping her up. That's my finger again. But we can't make it look too nice, you know. We gotta leave a little bit of sweat on it, because we want it to blend in with the rest of all this. You know what I mean? So we're not going to get like super cray-cray with it, but we'll get her scuffed and get her covered anyway. All right, got some prep all from 1999. Check that out. That's from the old days. I think I probably bought that when I was painting water flames on jet skis way back. Still got some left in here, so I'm going to use it on this rag. Wipe everything down. For the most part, I can miss a lot of that stuff, so I don't need to like tape it off with paper. But we'll get some of this buttoned up, and we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Get that side. Well, it's a little breezy. I got my piece of cardboard. We're going to try and see what we can get done. I got 2 partial cans. I'm going to finish those off. Got my cardboard so I can do like that, and not have to worry about getting paint everywhere. Oh, now it's not working. Yep. Good. Good thing is we get enough breeze, we don't have to worry about paint getting anywhere. We get some tighter straps on that one, but we're going to go the other way on it too. Again, man, kicking. That is looking freaking awesome though. I love it. Alright, I'm out of paint. I only had enough for that other can, hadn't had a bad nozzle on it. So I'm going to run and go get one more can, come back, we'll finish this up. We should be good to go. Then we can let it dry and start assembling it. Pull the tape off and all that good. I'll be back. We're back. We got the engine enamel. Got another couple cans. There we go. See if I can finish this off here. There we go. The metal's a little warm, so it's going to dry pretty quick, I think. Man, this is gonna look so much nicer. Can't wait to have this done. All right, we're good to go. It's all black now, so we'll probably go over that and scuff it up a little bit with the Scotch-Brite like I did the fenders and the grill, just to make it blend a little better. But we're good to go. Now we just need to paint that upper hinge bracket that bolts up in there, and let this tack up a little better, and we'll knock the tape off of it. Get this tape off here. All right, that does look quite a bit better. Now we'll let it go ahead and flash and harden up a little bit. And the sun is baking it right now, man. And then we'll blend it in a little bit with that. I gotta use Scotch-Brite. I'm gonna hit it with that'll knock it down, kind of similar to that. But because that's a little bit too shiny, you can see it, and it's got a couple little spots in there where it's a little dusted in there. So we'll get that, let that harden up a little bit, and then we'll hit it with the Scotch-Brite, and then it'll be assembly time. Hit this hinge real quick. Make sure you get down in that little crevice. It's a hinge, it's like this, and it slides in and cups each other, and then it was able to move up and down. That's how it works. It's got a little slot there on both ends, and that windshield will slide right down through there. It's got a little piece on it just like that. Feels pretty good. Freaking hot. Sitting out in the sun. I got an old worn out, that's my worn out Scotch-Brite. You can see it's worn out bad. It's got free holies in it. So anyway, that's the one I used on the fenders to get it cleaned up. We're gonna knock this down, and I'm gonna try to go in one direction. That way it matches good. Maybe. Let me do random pattern here. Let me get it all over it. That way it's. I'm just going to use some regular old glass cleaner. And what it's going to do is it's going to knock down all that stuff I just sanded off. And give it kind of a more similar look. Yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, let's get a close-up. There you go. You can see it blended in pretty darn good. I can still see some hazing there on some scratch marks. I may go over that a little bit more. Looks like maybe right in there I need to hit that a little bit, but for the most part that blends a lot better. Heck yeah, I like that. This side looks really good. It's not perfect, but you know, the paint on this thing is not, it's not, obviously not a show car. This is a driver. You can see there's brush paint on that. Most of that is a lot of the original black paint on it, but up inside the panel there where the plumbing letters are that I'm going to expose soon, that's been brush painted all in there. And there's a few spots that's been repainted, but I painted the fenders. They were in primer obviously, but you can see that between the door and the cowl, that looks pretty darn good, and that'll work for me. That at least gives me a one solid color now. So next we're going to do a hood, but that'll be for another episode. So we'll keep going on this and get the hood on it soon. And we got to repaint the headlights. We'll get the hood on there, which will be really nice. That'll make it, just kind of make it look more complete. But right now, that right there is, I'm happy about that. That gets me back into one color. Now I can put it all back together. So let's do that. Yeah. Upside down. This one's kind of a tricky one. Let's get that right side out. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, cool. Let's see where we're at on that side. We're about flush. That's in a little bit. That's out a little bit. Let's see if that's the same. Oh, perfect. Okay. And you can see my greasy wipe job on the windshield after I lubed that hinge up. But man, that looks so much better. Heck yeah. I like that. And there's some scratches on it, you know, but for the most part, crap, look at that. That thing's freaking killer, man. It looks awesome all one color. Heck yeah, I'm happy with that. Think about that stuff driving down the road. You go, man, did I bolt that one nut down? Did I get it all tightened up good? You know, when you're driving, and I always think about the primer on the cowl, but that looks a lot better. Get Pawpaw's truck out from behind there. That looks a heck of a lot better. I'm happy with that. All right, there you go. Let's see, let's get over here. There you go, we got the cowl all painted and we're ready for tomorrow. So all back together, nothing missing. Just got to tighten up the two little delete plugs on the sides and I'm ready to cruise. Matter of fact, it's lunchtime. Let's go to lunch. We'll see y'all later. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.